Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is DJ Mad Mike and I have a very interesting video for you today. We're going to show you some props for future videos to get you excited about the channel, and we're going to talk about some really strange paranormal adventures. So first off, some people liked my Fancy character, so to step that up a notch, I got a fancy bow tie. It even lights up different ways. And I got a top hat. And to make the character just ever so slightly more fancy, I found these fancy mustaches that, since I have such a large round head, they should look wonderful on me. And last but not least, I found these vampire fangs, and we may use them in the fancy character, or we may use them in an actual just straight up vampire demon video, but I'm not sure yet. Okay, so that's the fancy things. The next thing I'd like to talk about is something I get a lot of requests on. So I want to discuss a product that I have no gain from you buying. I have nothing invested in this product. This is strictly something to help people who have problems with insomnia. It's a sleep aid, and it's cheap. It's a cheap, reasonable fix. Okay. This is one brand you can buy off Amazon.com called Sleep Phones. Now, if you look at it very clearly, it's a headband. That's all it is. It's a felt headband. But in the back, and I'll show you the label name here. If I can get it up to the camera. Sleep Phones. It has a cord coming out the back. Now this is the headphone jack. And it has a normal 3.5 plug. And there's the apparatus for the headphones in here. And then it has the two earphones on each side. Okay? It's just a simple headset. Now let me take this off. And basically, it fits me, and I have a large head. The earphones go right to my ears. I've used it before in a video, believe it or not. I needed it for, I wasn't able to see, but I wanted to hear what I was doing, so I didn't get too close to the microphone. So that's, why I wore it. It presses a little hard on my eyes because it's tight, but you could stretch it out. I think it's around $20 for this unit from Amazon.com, and I think you can get it free shipping if you look around careful. There's a lot of these now. This was the original, I think, but now there's a lot of this brand out there. And the cord's rather long and sturdy, and you can sleep on it. It doesn't hurt your ears. It doesn't make your ears, like irritated like earbuds do. If you try to wear them in bed, they don't fall out. It just can't fall out. If you don't like covering your eyes, you just don't cover your eyes. You just wear it, a little higher on your forehead. It's absolutely wonderful. My son, I think I've talked about this kind of in other videos, doesn't have insomnia. He suffers from the sleep paralysis a little bit. When he was younger, it was worse. And this has cured it as an adult. This has totally erased it. So I know, I'm not making a claim that this is a medical device or that it will cure insomnia or help you with depression or anything like that. But it's a harmless and helpful tool to help you get some rest and relaxation. It's just a simple band. And to be honest, if you had a set of soft headphones, you might be able to even make your own. But I think it'd be better just to buy it in the long run. So the idea with this is just to promote. I get asked a lot about these kind of things. And here is a concrete device that can help you get some rest. And I wanted to share it with you. And I've told people about it before, but I've never talked about it in a video. So I know there's sleep apnea masks. There's all this other stuff. Those headphones are a cheap, easy fix for certain sleep disorders. It won't cure you, like I said. I'm not making any claims, but it could possibly help you get some rest and a little bit of peace and quiet. So something to think about. And the next thing I'd like to show you is I got some of this. I just bought it at the store. Planet Putty. And Planet Putty is basically like GAC. GAC or slime from Nickelodeon. And maybe we'll play with that later. Now, the next thing I want to show you, I got to move my microphone. Can you hear me out there? Let's lower it a little bit. There we go. That's not too bad. I bought some props. And they're starting to show up. So I wanted to open them up. The trash man goes at the end of tonight, so I wanted to get some of this out of the house. Now, you'll never guess what I bought. Anybody want to guess? It's nice. That's a nice little box. Okay, what I bought was a Roll-O-Matic radar truck. See it? A 1973, I think, Roll-O-Matic. Now, watch real close. This is going to be amazing. I don't know if you'll be able to handle this. As it rolls, there's a little clip on the tire that turns the radar. See that? Turns the radar dish. So I had one of these when I was a child, and this one's dinged up a little bit, but it's still, I think it was like $6, $5. So about the price of real close to the price of a modern one, but she's a beauty. Look at that. Little radar dish. Let me get it flipped around there. See, when you were a kid, you turned that radar dish with your fingers and you broke it. You weren't smart enough to turn it with the wheels. A Roll-O-Matic Matchbox car. Ooh. I am officially announcing today, why am I buying tiny cars? I am starting a new series for ASM artists in the male genre, but I think women might like it, titled Playing Cars, strictly playing cars. And we will tell stories and have little tiny role-playing adventures by playing with tiny cars. It's a very interesting idea. I hope everybody likes it. It's going to be weird. Here's the next batch. I also bought all this stuff because I want to do a bubble wrap thriller video. More bubble wrap than people can handle. Now this is truly a find. I don't want to say it's a steal. That's not very fair to the microphone's too far away. I don't want to call this a steal. But these cars are a little damaged, but that's alright because I want them to play with, not for show. But I got some military vehicles. There's a Jeep and a truck, big old suburban truck. All right. And a very famous tank, the Churchill. That's a British tank from the United Kingdom. The Churchill tank. Okay. And a little tiny helicopter for reconnaissance. You're having fun already. And this is just a tank. But believe it or not, military tanks hold their value pretty good on Hot Wheels. They're not expensive, but they have a decent value. But this is just a plain tank, die-cast tank. It's not really after any model. The creme de la creme. Yeah. A missile launcher. Oh, I really wanted this. This is hard to find. I hope somebody has that. This is really hard to find. Well, not hard to find, but it's not easy. A little spotlight, so we can spotlight the monsters we're hunting. Look at that. Ooh. Ooh. And these are some... That's a Humvee. I actually got to drive one of these, a real military Humvee once. Oh my God, these things are incredible. And it looked a lot like that. It wasn't armored or anything. It was just like something for the public to have access to, not a, armored military one with a big. They usually put a gun turret up here. And this little transport truck, 6-wheel. Ooh, I like that. And I think this one has a name. Type 61. A Type 61 tank. Let's see if I can do this. Barrel's a little bent. I gotta fix that. I promised a very good friend I was going to make some funny noises. So I hope you enjoy it. It's the only time you're ever going to hear me make noises with my tiny cars and tanks, airplanes. You'll never see my face when I do it again. So that's fun. That was quite a haul there. And this was very reasonable. I think I thought $10 on this whole set. Maybe even less than that. One set was really cheap. And then another set was a little more expensive. But it had some more valuable items in it. Okay, so we have to set this off to the side. Okay. Now I'm not sure what's in here, so we're going to have to open it up and look. I know what this is. This is very, very important. And I know, I'll mention his name, I know my good friend Lloyd ASMR will love the fact that I got this. For the good Dr. Andrew Michaels. A dual head stethoscope. Every good doctor has to have a stethoscope. So, Dr. Andrew Michaels finally has his stethoscope. Ooh, I hope everybody's enthralled by that. It came very fast in the mail. I was not expecting it at all. I have got to clean up around here. This place is turning into a mess. I have too many props, but I like to keep them handy, in case I get stuck. Now, my last one was the first one I got. I've been waiting a very long time to open this. I swear I haven't opened it yet, and I am really excited. The radar car, the very first one I showed you, I had that when I was a little boy. I think we had two of them, as a matter of fact. And it's funny because everybody from my age group had the same cars. Now, this was a eBay seller from Ohio. I don't want to throw any of these away. They packed it with newspapers, so. Definitely want to gather all the trash up. This one needs a little repair work. This is an older Hot Wheels tank. Like I said, it needs just a little repair work on that. It's a field gun. It's actually an artillery. It's a tank, if you want to call it a tank, but it's actually a mobile artillery piece. And I got a jet with a busted windshield for reconnaissance. This is like going back to my childhood. This is why I bought this set of tanks and cars. A Corgi Jr., which I think is a British toy. Corgi. armored car. I had this when I was a little boy. Mine wasn't in much better shape. I saw one on eBay for about $20 and it's pristine. I haven't pulled the trigger and bought it yet because I bought other stuff first. I love this thing. Oh my God, I love it. My tiny tank. Oh gosh, I can't believe I got this. Isn't it cool when you give yourself gifts? I don't ask people to mail me. I don't actually like people mailing me things. So, because I don't want people to go to expense. And I don't think it's, if I want something, I go get it myself. I got my own money. So, this is a good example. If I wanted something, I got an idea for a series, I go get the props, I order everything, it comes right to my house. I'm happy, and I'm happy with the support that I get on my channel. Like I said, I don't ask for donations, but if you want to donate, that's fine. But I want you to take care of yourself first. Okay, a classic little 6-wheel transport. Another tank field gun. Are you enjoying this? Oh, it's like Christmas. I should have done my fancy character. Oh, this is so fancy. Wrapped in newspaper like fish. I really like this little guy. A little armored car with rocket launchers and a machine gun on top. Hey, he's badass, man. Look at that. Look at that. He's got a gun, tail gunner. In case somebody sneaks up on him, he can hit him in the back with that. He's badass, man. Okay. Another toy from my childhood. This is a Matchbox car. Roll-o-matics. Yeah. I have 2 more of these in the mail. I had this when I was a kid. We called it the Hulk tank. He was badass. The badass Hulk tank. You're gonna love this guy. He's cool. I think this is a 73 vintage toy. And there's a little missile launcher. I think there's a missile that goes on here, and it's missing. Can't see. Okay. I think it's a Hot Wheels. I think that's a Hot Wheels Jeep. It looks like it. It's not a Matchbox. I think it's a Hot Wheels. And it's really nice. Plastic windshields in good shape. So that's your command vehicle. Cap, what are we going to do? I don't know. Men, you can't retreat. We've got to go forward. Cap, we're all gonna die. Oh no. It's insane. Insane in the membrane. Ooh. monster truck with a big old machine gun on the back. That's badass right there. Come on, boys, let's get them. You ain't getting away with that this time. This is a field gun. Really good shape. I think it's a Hot Wheels too. Yeah, this is a Hot Wheels. Vintage Hot Wheels. Field gun. I think it's vintage. I'd have to look it up. 1996, so it's not that old, but I know some of you watching probably weren't even born yet. If you're under 20. Wow, I got a lot. This was like for $20 something. So a lot of toys for. Okay, here's another. This is a half track. Half track. See, it's half tracks and wheels. Okay, it's got the machine gun on the back. So she's pretty badass right there. That's a Hot Wheels too. I thought so. A lot of these were Hot Wheels. Are we done? One more. Ooh. And I really wanted this one because it's just a fun piece. It's a Hot Wheels too, isn't it? No, it's a Tootsie. This is a Tootsie toy, so that's kind of rare. Well, rare in my collection. Tootsie toy field gun. That's a big old cannon. We can take down the enemy with that. I don't even have the right proper sound for that. Change the shell, hurry. They're coming to get us. Lower the gun 30 degrees. She had us to recoil. And I like it too because you can tow it. None of these have a tailgate, or not a tailgate, all these trucks, none of them has a hitch on the back, I don't think, to tow it. But I know one of my vehicles does, I looked that up. Oop. One more bonus. Ooh, that's nice. Matchbox. Can't tell. It must be a matchbox. Anyway, here's a little truck. It's pretty cool. Little 6-wheel. Gotta move them troops. Hold on, man. We're going into some fire. Yeah, that's everything. So that was quite a haul. We got the armored car. Little beach car. Yep. That's your scout vehicle. They'll never bring down Scout. My classic tank. It's an armored troop carrier is what it is, actually. If you ever see Black Hawk Down, this was really close to the vehicles that rescued everybody at Black Hawk Down. The Turkish military had armored vehicles on site. These are personnel carriers, and they went out and picked everybody up. Small gunfire can't do anything to them. They're not real good against anything else except small gunfire, but they'll get you in and get you out. Believe me, that gun's a suppression fire gun on top. There's my classic 73 tank. My matchbox. I think that's a matchbox, isn't it? We already went over that. Yeah. The Hulk tank. Gonna kick some ass with that boy. Okay. So bag of paper. So that was ridiculously exciting for me. What we're going to do now is a little experiment. And I've gone so long, this took a half hour to get through everything. I'm not going to hit a paranormal subject today. I apologize for that, but stuff makes all kinds of noises. I will probably do a Dr. Andrew Michaels video to make up for the lack of paranormal activity in this video using this stuff. Oop, that's disgusting. I think it's too cold. It's not working right. Gotta warm it up. I didn't know that, so maybe I'll put it in a cup of hot water, like to warm it before I use it. Okay, so that's a flop. That's how you learn, right? There, got it all back in there. All right. Okay, and I got a red one, so it looks like blood, and I got 2 green, so all right. Well, thank you for joining me today. I know this wasn't that exciting, watching me play with tiny cars. If you think the series idea of playing with cars is an interesting idea, if you think you can get some ASMR from it, please let me know before I make a complete and utter fool out of myself. I think it's a good idea. I think it's something that I haven't really seen in videos, so I think it'll be exciting for people to see something different. And that's the idea. We do like to do different ideas and exciting things, and bring everybody in and let them see, where the creativity can go, what we can do to make things more exciting for everyone. I'm glad you joined me today. New video very soon, possibly tomorrow. I always appreciate your comments, support, sharing. Your comments, almost all comments I get are positive, and I really appreciate that. And if they are negative, they're constructive. So don't be afraid to voice your opinion on certain things. You're not going to get chastised. Not too much offends me in general. Please have a most blessed day, and until I see all of you again, know that I care and appreciate your support. Okay, bye-bye.